Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Get it going. Get it going. Let's highlight that message. That's a nice one to start the day. There we go. All right. All right. So, just getting set up. Aiming to start in 2 minutes. They are the before pictures. That's what you get. That's what you get. Your online dating profile. They rock up. Who is this? It doesn't matter. Just good lighting, I always say. Just good lighting. TH Germany, good morning. Welcome, welcome. All right. Something is missing. There we go, there we go. I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm doing fine. We're just getting ready for another exciting day. I was meant to stream a little bit later today, but I managed to move some things around because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So I want to continue. Unfortunately, I can't move the meetings around tomorrow, but that's okay. I'll treat myself to a day off. Just doing a quick match against our friend Zach here, just to get warmed up. What videos did you watch? Anything interesting? Not that the garden work and shopping isn't interesting. This is why we have an extra queen. I think I need to get like a air duster and sort of give the board a bit of a dust each day. I am from Australia. I'm from Sydney, Australia. And yes, the board is awesome. Interesting, Germany. Interesting. How much is it? Let me pop up the website real quick for you. Yep, so there's the website. You can go to that website, that will link you through to their website where you can have a look. But to give you an idea, the price is around 670 USD. That's for the one with wooden pieces, or it's a little bit cheaper if you get one with plastic pieces. And my website that I've linked you to there has reviews and tutorials on everything, including all of these boards behind me as well. But yeah, that's USD prices. Where are you from? Where are you from? Oh, no. The link is on the screen. So when I press website, it will just say it in your chat, but it will pop up on the screen where you can see right in front of the board. Right here. There we go. Right there. We don't resign. We put it down and we go here. No worries, no worries. Like I said, I've done reviews and tutorials on all of these boards. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Are you a competitive player by any chance? I am trying to get into the New Zealand zonal tournament next year. You can't get past 1200 elo bots. You're probably not ready for the zonal then. But no, I don't just do bots, I also do puzzles, which is what we're going to do this morning. But before we do, let me just set up a puzzle for you. So for the puzzles, you get the board to set them up for you, so you don't have to. And good morning, everyone. Excuse my lack of an intro today, but I wanted to hold off a little bit, wait for some people to arrive. I wanted to show you something new that I've made. If you're on TikTok, it's above me. If you're on YouTube, it's over here. My new chessboard. Feel free to leave your mark on the board. You can do so by typing !sign and then leaving a message. And we'll leave that board on there as a little memory of each stream. So, I got there just before you. Just before you. And we can leave a little little message on there. Not Mark, Stonefrog, not Mark, sign. I'm having fun making these little widgets. Stonefrog, I think Stonefrog was here on Sunday night when I I think Stone Frog was here on Sunday night when I was experimenting around with the chess cafe where I had little avatars come in for each player. There we go. Hurt feelings. I got called a cheater yesterday. I love it. So yeah, that board should be hopefully leaving everyone's signature on there for the day, and then I can keep a copy of each one. Little memories of the stream. But speaking of stream, what are we doing today? Today, puzzles and gameplay. Yeah, I like the cafe too. It just needed a little bit of work. So the problem with the cafe was I was using it on my laptop, and the cafe wasn't connecting correctly to all the chats. You're only 400 elo, and it was an unrated game. Yeah, people will be like that at every level. I mean, I lost 5 games in a row. Do I believe all of them were legitimate? No. But that's probably more on me than on them. Thank you, Germany. Thank you. Yeah, we'll try to grow it. But yeah, it's just a little bit of fun. Oh, I can't message on my phone. It's good to know. But yeah, let's get into some puzzles, and we'll remember to bring this board up later for anyone who wants to join in. Where am I going? I'm going over here. Alright, so the puzzles, I think we can start off relatively easy. That looks like a queen. And this one here is going to be a mate in 2. Now this one here, a mate in 3, sorry. This one here will just go nice and quick. For the obvious ones, we'll get them out of the way nice and quick. Otherwise, we could be here for a long time. Alright, let's take a break here and let's get the an animal themed cafe. Stonefrog, would you like the cafe implemented on this stream here? Like, maybe down underneath the board or something. I can get a little cafe going. I can do so much with it. What I had in that stream, although it wasn't working that day, I had tested in the past, was the ability to change your shirt color and hat, and all that, you know, shirts, pants, hat, all that good stuff, and also get them to emote. So for an animal themed cafe, I could definitely make it so that you could change your animal to a different style of animal. This one's black to move. This one's a fork. Has anyone got it? What's the requirements for me to hit CM? So there's two requirements for me as an isolated person in the world. One is to get my FIDE rating to is to get it to 2000, and the other is to get a soft title, which is going to a Prodigy. Good morning, welcome Prodigy. Prodigy, come sign the board. And the other idea is to get a soft title, which is scoring 4.5 out of 9 at a zonal event. The zonal event is I keep reading Stone Frog's message on the board. The zonal event is it's hard to get into. I'm trying to get into the one in January in New Zealand, but entries are full. I'm on a wait list, and hopefully I can get accepted into that tournament. That's my first step. I need to get 4.5. Last time, let's see if that updated. It did, so you can change your signature. So let's see if I can get into the zonal. If not, then I'm gonna have to wait an extra year, but that's okay because it's also going to take time to get to the strength of 2000 anyway. So I did play in the zonal a few years ago, and I scored 4 out of 9. Now in that tournament, 8 out of 9 opponents were all higher rated than me. So if that gives you an idea of how tough that tournament is. Eight out of 9 were higher rated, and I managed to score 4 points out of 9. Now, admittedly, most of my losses in that tournament were deserved, but there was one loss in that tournament which should have been a draw, and that draw would have put me in a better position to get that soft title. So that was a big defining moment in my career, because had I have got that soft title, the motivation to keep playing to get to 2000 would have definitely been there. So, yeah, the traditional way to get to CM is 2200 FIDE. That's huge. I don't even know if we've got many 2200 and above. I don't know how many we have in this country. So, I could always get a title, by the way. If I wanted to become a title player, I could easily get a title. We actually had one join the channel yesterday and flex his title, and not dropping any shame on this one, but it's not a title to like really be proud of. I could go and get a title and get one within a week, but it's not a title that is recognized by players. It's a title you buy. It costs you 50 euros, and all you have to do is keep a rating above a certain rating level for so many games online. So there's no cheat detection, there's no fair play, and anyone could get these titles. And they're not recognized as titles during tournaments. They're only recognized on your FIDE profile. She has really improved over the years. I'm very impressed. When I first saw her streaming, I was just like, okay. And then, like, she's just constantly climbed and playing, and would be quite scary to play against, to be honest. I've played against Sophie Davis. I don't know if you've seen her streaming. She streams as well. She does a few. I've seen a few videos of her pop up with Hannah at times. I've played her in a tournament. This is white to move. The easy puzzles. The easy puzzles are the ones that get us. So when I played this other streamer, we played. I'm pretty sure it was before she was streaming, and if she wasn't streaming, if she was streaming, I didn't know about it. I think I saw her like a few years later streaming. But we played a game where it was she was white, I was black. It was perk defense, and I actually made a mistake in the opening. And she sat there for a good 20 minutes looking at it, and she figured that there must be something that she was missing, and she didn't play it. Johnny, what's going on? Welcome. And it was very fortunate because I'd actually been training for that tournament. So in the first year when I came back to chess, I started off as 4th in the tournament out of 100, and I ended up finishing around 50th. The next year, I was on the top 4 boards for the entire tournament. It was a great feeling, and like the improvement had really come in. And so yeah, it would have been devastating to lose in the second round like that. But fortunately, she didn't see the tactic, or she saw it but thought that how could I make such a mistake, that I didn't get punished for it, which was good. So much going on in this puzzle. When I was in Hong Kong, I was with the Chessnut team at the hotel, and we were all sitting around, playing late night chess as we do in a hotel lobby. And there was a girl in the team, and she's an international master, and her mother used to be, I think it was the women's Chinese champion or something like that. She was very, very strong. And so we were playing each other, and and when I made a move, I said that was a bad move, but not for me. And then I got destroyed. But yeah, like I found a move that I thought was a blunder, and then I realized it was really strong, and then it turned out it was actually a blunder. So my trash talk kind of went against me there. But it's a bit of fun. What you want to do is you want to get to that stage where you're actually sitting down with top level players or grandmasters or title players, or even your strong club players. You want to be at a stage where you can sit down with them and give them a good game. Even if you lose, still give them a bit of trash talk. What is this one? I'm going blank. So I'm looking at this like here or here is a discovered attack on the queen. But the problem is the queen can take both of those. So I'll go here, they go here. We don't have this anymore because the queen is also covering it. I'm looking at this, but you don't want to run into stuff like that. Or even that. So like take, and then they go there, and that's mate. We can't take here or here. I don't know why I'm not seeing this, but yeah, it's not. This is. Well, my goal when returning, before I had the CM dream, the quest for greatness, as you would put it, my goal when returning was to only play games good enough that I was giving people a bit of a challenge, and to sit at the table with title players. And since returning to the game, I have sat at the tournament with a WIM and an IM. So the IM, I did not give them a good game. I did not give them a good game at all. The WIM, on the other hand, I did give a good game. Let's have a look. So Rook C1. Rook C1 I have looked at. Rook C1, and then they go here or here. Or here or here, but we can eliminate these ones fairly quickly. They're just winning. Okay, so if they go here, we've got this discovered attack, but the queen can still capture. And if they go here, we have the check, and then we take the rook. That's pretty good, actually. So here, it's just here we need to figure out. If it's not coming to me straight away, then it's GM and Jesus. Welcome. A lot of new people in here, guys. Feel free to sign the board if you want to put yourself in the stream. It's my new little chessboard. There it is. Maybe. What about here? Put pressure on the pinned piece. Rook C1 and then bishop takes pawn. Maybe. Let's have a look. I think it is Rook C1. Okay. And now, yeah, I think we'll just take where can I get one of your chessboards? I might have the link in the description on the video. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But I'll pop the website on screen. Feel free to take a screenshot of that. Check it out anytime. That's my website, which will link you to their store. Not MJ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. There is a big special on at the moment. They got their back to school sale, gets you 15% off, but my code gets you 17% off. So that will save it. This one's called the Move, and it comes in plastic or white pieces. And don't forget to follow Shredder. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. All right, black to move. That looks like made in one. Dominic, I did try to look into text-to-speech, but I couldn't figure it out. I am still trying to look into it, but Stonefrog, because all school kids need Chessnut moves. Love it. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so this one looks like it's made in one. Yeah, they got the they had the Father's Day special at one stage as well, which was Father's Day in the US, which I think is much different to Father's Day in Australia. But Father's Day in the US, it's like, I remember when my dad got a electronic chessboard, it turned out it wasn't for him, it's just he wanted to give me a board so I would stop bothering him to play. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Dominic, I've always been with a growth mindset of if something is wrong, you should tell people. And it's up to them if they want to fix that problem or not. And if they do want to fix that problem, great. And that's how we grow. And that's not just me picking on other people, it's also me picking on myself. If something is wrong with anything I do, I need to fix it. This is a fork. I don't see anything else here that is of any concern. Okay, there is something that, Charlie, this board is around 670 USD, I think, with the discount. But it's also available in plastic pieces as well, which will be a little bit cheaper. I am getting a set of plastic pieces soon, because right now I've just got the wood ones, but I'm getting a set of plastic as well, hopefully. Admittedly, I didn't see that move by the king, but still good, still good. While it sets up. When testing this board yesterday, I did have a lot of issues with it crashing on the computer, and then I found out it's because I was trying to put a text label and the computer didn't want to handle text. So instead, I had to make a fancy image. It can handle the image, it just can't handle text. No, Stonefrog, so the plastic and the wood, from my experience, they're both the same weight. I'll test it out when I get them, but yeah, I have used a plastic set in before. I didn't notice any difference in weight or feel. It's just the appearance is slightly different. Some people might actually like the appearance better. Okay, so this one here, if we take their knight, they take our queen. We're up a knight. And then we take their queen, and they take our bishop. We have lost a bishop for a knight, but then we take their bishop and we're up a full bishop. The wood pieces are pretty light. The wood pieces are pretty light. I don't have my scales here. But the wood pieces are actually pretty light there. I would say maybe a little bit heavier. The regular pieces are a little bit heavier. but I would need to get the scales out to confirm that. I love that I can just press that button and pop the image on the screen. This one's going to be white to move. But yeah, Dominic, back to what you were saying. There is one thing that I've noticed about the stream, is the audio, and I'm trying to fix it. I might actually see if I can get some sort of assistance, because that's one thing that I just don't really understand what I'm doing. This one looks like it wins a... no? Okay, so we've got two candidate moves that I'm looking at here. The first one is they go down here. That doesn't look too appealing to me. The second one is they can come across and block. Now, if they block, I take with the bishop, so they'll block with the knight. That's what I'm looking at so far. This pawn is still undefended though. Now this is a pinned piece as well, so that's something to keep in mind. And then I'm looking at bringing the rook across here to go up here, move the king down, and then I don't know. This one's a bit tough. Yeah, I have no idea how to fix it as well. It could even be the fact that my computer is 150 years old. It could even be that. I'm using USB-C cables for the mic, whereas a lot of high quality streamers and YouTubers are using auxiliary cables, and I just don't have the money for that kind of stuff. I'm working on a budget here. As a solo creator, the professional everything is still a work in progress. But I am slowly upgrading. I got the 2 cameras set up, I got the lighting, I got the microphone, I got the PC and the laptop and the board. It's all going, but it's a bit hard. Jonty, good morning, good morning. I'd have the money if I had made an animal cafe. Well, Stone Frog, maybe on Sunday night. Maybe on Sunday night we'll do the animal cafe. We'll call it Stone Frog's Animal Cafe. And I'll make a special Stone Frog avatar just for you. Rook e5, Jonty says. Rook e5, king d4. Rook e5, king d4. And then I'm going to have a look at rook d1, king e3. Oh, okay. Is that what you said? Rook, king d4, rook d1, king e3, rook e1. Yes, very good, very good. So down they come. But what if they go up? But what if they go up? Then we got a discovered attack. We got discovered attacks. So Jonty, thank you for the help on that one. I only looked at your moves one by one so that I could sort of try to work out something. And then we go over here. And then we've got the 2 attackers with the skewer. Yeah, Night Trap, we can use this to play online. We'll be playing online after this Puzzle Rush. I may actually use this board for the game today. I normally use the Pro for my games, but I might use this one today for the game. I haven't played a game on the move for a while. White to move. Checkmate in a few moves. Check, here, check, take, oops, take, and then check, and the queen supports the pawn. Crazen, thank you for the follow, welcome to Team Wiggy. Vorm, thank you for the follow and welcome to Team Wiggy. I'm gonna make a follower board too. I think some sort of board. I don't know what you mean, High Live. If you're rich and didn't join, I don't see any other messages that are. The magic board. This one's a fork. Saw it straight away. Bang, bang. Winning on the spot. Actually, my first return to tournament chess, that's how I won my first game. Was finding a fork like that. Now the next question is, how do I deal with this? And I think the answer is just here, but then they've got bishop here. So maybe, well, it can't be here. So maybe it's here. This one's a little bit more detailed because then they go here and then you go here and then they've got checks. Well, they've got check and then you go here. But I think this one is just winning. G6. Just go G6. Just go G6. And that's where we need to keep it simple. I thought I was in a fork moment there. Okay, so this is take, and then they take, and then we take, and we win bishop. All right, that was not a very clean puzzle by me. I will admit that. I missed a lot of stuff in there. Okay, I think this one's just winning if we trade the rooks. So rook takes, king goes across, king goes in front, but we don't have the opposition. Well, we have the opposition, but we don't have the pawn up. He moves forward, then we move diagonal and start to form that red carpet, I think. So here, take, here. He goes across, we go here, he goes up, we go here. He goes across, we go here, he goes here, we go here, we goes here, we go here, 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 and then here. The knight trap, this is the chestnut move. White to move. go. What was that puzzle, man? Tip of the day, just take the queen. This one is black to move. Okay, so this one ends in a fork. Rook takes pawn, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, queen takes rook, and then knight to e3 check. Peg chess. Peg chess. I got over peg chess really quick. The one thing I wanted about peg chess, which it didn't seem to have, was to do peg chess by certain theme, specifically endgames. I wanted to load it in there. Can I play chess with you? I've never met you before, so maybe on Sunday nights when I play viewers at the Animal Cafe. I'm pretty awful at the rap game, yeah. Let's go. Easy game. Level 35 puzzle right there. Take the queen. Denny vids, that's completely up to you. But before you decide, why not sign the board? So many people, so few signatures. Get in there, guys. Alright. I got my drink. Let's continue on. We're at level 35, and it's black to move. And we just had pretty much back-to-back take the queen. So can we take the queen here? No, we can't. Username here 2007. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Look, Peg Chess is a good platform. How do you sign? Exclamation mark, sign, and then put in your message, and you'll be able to sign the board. This one could be defending checkmate. Could be. I'm very bad at the defensive puzzles because when we look at tactical ideas, we're usually looking at tactical sort of winning combinations. Like if it's just looking at defending checkmate, then I'm looking at bishop f8, rook takes bishop, queen takes. Has to be queen takes. I don't see anything tactically aggressive here. Oh, bishop c5. Oh, bishop c5. Okay. Okay. Yeah, bishop c5. I see it now. I see it now. Well, I don't see it yet, but let's have a quick look. So, bishop c5. Oh, let's try it. So, bishop c5. King moves over. We got this. So, bishop c5. Take. Take. And the checkmate threat is still here. But yeah, that was a bad decision by me. Fornati Franklin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Alright, black to move. Alright, bishop takes pawn, it looks like the move. See, bishop takes pawn, and then king goes over here, and then queen here. Not here is winning, but bishop takes pawn, rook takes, queen takes, king here. Need to figure out if that's winning. Yeah, there it is. Then you bring the rook up to attack the queen. And he has no check because the knight is blocking the queen's path to giving a check. Yeah, and then you win after threatening it for, yeah. Alright, next one's going to be white to move. There's a lot of ways to go about this one, but I'm seeing a fork as my first lock it in sort of move, which is rook here. The queen can't go back or forward, so they go here, and then the knight goes here, forking them, but they could be better. They could be better in the move order, with knight here, rook here, rook here, take, take, bishop here, and then queen here. Am I overthinking this? I am overthinking it. Because they don't have to attack the knight. They could go rook here. But if the knight is here, could it go here? Excuse me? Alright. Or I could just go here, 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 take, and it's a bishop and knight and queen versus a rook and a bishop. I mean, that should just be winning. That should just be winning. I do like to overthink. Rook A1, you gotta worry about B4. Oh. Let's see if that big message came in. Look at that, scribbling over everyone's message. Alright. Maybe I should put a character limit on it. This is black to move. This one's going to be a move order. Move order. So if I go here, they go here. We're both down a bishop. I take a bishop, they take a bishop. That doesn't work. If I go here, and they go here, then I go here, they go here, and then I go here, and I'm winning 3 pieces for the cost of 2. If I go here, and they go here, then I take. So yeah. This one's going to be white to move. Guys, if you are new here, do consider following. I do stream daily, 9 AM till about 12 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I think this one's just setting up the checkmate. If we go here first, the rook covers here, the bishop covers here, and then the queen goes up, and that's mate. Now, if we go here first, if he blocks with the queen, we can take the queen, that's fine. Oh no, sorry, if he goes here, we can actually go up there, it's still checkmate. So he has to block with the bishop, so we go here, the bishop comes in, and then the rook takes. He'll get this check, but this pawn here blocks the queen from getting any checks, and this pawn here blocks the queen from getting any checks. So I'm pretty sure it's just here. DH Gemini moving over to Twitch. No, 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 no. I hope the mic isn't picking up my drinking sounds too much. Okay, black to move. Black to move. I hope that piece hasn't turned off. Maybe it has. So this one here. Oh, I can still look over the board. What was the last move, I wonder? Why do I feel like it's queen takes knight? Why do I feel like it's queen takes knight? Because you're running into this anyway. So if a queen goes here, for example, knight here, check, check. King's got to move. They take, but then you go here. Oh, well, you can't even go here because... I don't want two pieces for the queen, no. That just attacks three pieces at once and you're up a queen. Surely that must be it. One of my bishops has fallen asleep. We'll give him a little charge, find out what's going on there. This one is black to move. Let's find out what was wrong with that one. Let's find out what was wrong with that one. So I said here, what was wrong with that? Oh, because I got here, of course. That's what happens when we get distracted. No. How strange. Oh, you win three pieces that way, not two. You win three pieces that way, not two. Alright, this could be an early run. This could be an early run, but that's okay because we want to get into the games, don't we? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Stonefrog, what did you just redeem? Chosen sub emote unlock. What is that? Dylan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. We must put pressure on pinned pieces. Stone Frog, you got it, you got it. Oh, let me see if I can highlight that. I want to see if that works on the... There we go. You got a little thumbs up. I took that photo like 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, it makes me happy. Bishop e4, pawn takes a threatening mate, queen here, king there, queen there, works, but bishop e4, what else could they do? An interesting one. All right. Get back to work. There you go. He just fell asleep. We woke him up. Got to take with a pawn there, or the bishop would have come out for check with a little discovered attack on the queen. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. This one's going to be black to move. Black to move. Just got to visualize it. Just got to visualize it. Now, I didn't visualize it correctly. I did miss something. I was going to go here. Boom. Queen covers here, pawns cover here. The only way to go there was to block, but then I noticed that the rook was over there eyeing the square. So now we look at here. Then they take, and then we take, and that's much cleaner. Could have been a disaster. Could have been a disaster. Black to move, black to move. Is this a fork or is there a mate? So rook to h6, bishop blocks, rook takes, king takes, queen to h1, king to g4, and then knight to h6. King takes pawn and then knight takes. That looks good to me. So here's what I got. Check. Only move. Well, he could block here, but he's not going to. Take, take, check. Only move. And then fork. That's what I got. That's what I got. So, let's give it a go. Anyone get that? Anyone? I'm sure username got it. I'm sure username got it. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, make sure you hit follow. We'll be here every day, most days of the week, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Times. We do a lot of puzzles, a lot of gameplay, and a lot of focus on improving. I'm in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. This one's white to move. Pawn takes pawn, attacking the queen and the knight. What happens after that? Pawn takes pawn, level 44. There must be more to it. Now I think it's take with the bishop, because the knight protects this pawn here. If we take with the pawn, they get their bishop in, but that doesn't really matter, does it? This pawn, this knight is pinned, but the knight protects it. So if we go here and they go here, it's still protected from here. If we go here, everything is telling me it's the bishop takes. Bro, this one turned out to be so much more difficult than I thought. So if I go here, bishop here, queen here, take, check, move, and then, wow. This one's so much more difficult than I expected it to be. Yeah, still up a piece. So Arthur, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you again. All right. This one's black to move. Guys, just a reminder, no stream tomorrow, but as compensation, I will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday instead. 2 for the price of 1. What was the puzzle survival score from last time? I think it was like 59 or something like that. I think we got to. Black to move. So rook takes rook, king h2, bishop e5, pawn blocks rook d2, bishop g1, bishop g4 check, or knight takes h8. So if we go here, they've got the move here, but if we go here, they go here, and then we've got here, they go here. And then bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn, and he's got no checks. And then we're going here, next move. Now if he tries to bring the queen and trade everything off, then we're still winning. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Like, it just felt obvious, but... And then bishop takes g3, rook h2, yeah. Alright, while this endgame one sets up, this one's going to be black to move. Now remember guys, be gentle, endgames are my weakness. So please don't hurt my feelings. Okay. Okay. So I think it is king takes pawn. And the reason I think it's king takes pawn is because if we go here, they go here, and then we go here, they move out of the way. Excuse me, I can't draw. And then we race. Oops. And then we race. And it's actually hitting the king as well with check. Now the difference is here, he takes. We don't have to do this move. Instead, we can go here straight away. He takes, we take, and then we race. But the difference is, this king never got off this square. So I think taking one pawn instead of taking both is the way to go. They'll play king f6. True, they could play king f6, but I think taking one pawn. Fabio, good morning, welcome. So now, instead of taking the pawn and clearing the way, let them take the pawn, and we're one move ahead. They go, we go, they go, we go. King has to move, and we go. Who got that? Who got that one? Let's go. Puzzle is easy for some people, but not for others. And I think endgames is all about seeing the logical moves and then looking past them. Like that one there, I looked at taking both pawns first because that's logical. You get 2 points of material, why not? But sometimes it's a little bit more to endgame, so that's why I put it on the other screen while the endgame loaded, to give myself a chance to see it, because I wanted to work it out. Alright, so this one is white to move. Give the board a little spin. It's pretty much an endgame puzzle as well. 2 candidate moves here. Rook here, attacking the knight, or pushing the pawn. Or, excuse me, the coffee's not kicking in. Or, knight to d6. So there's a couple of different ideas. The knight to d6 looks tempting because rook to c8 is no longer an option. Yeah, Arthur, I agree with you. Let's cover. Arthur. Oh, that was a tough one. That one would have taken me a while to get. 2139 puzzle rating on that one. Let's have a quick look at the answer. Now, what was I planning to do instead? Maybe push. Oops. Yeah, that would have been a tough one for me to get. I will admit that will be a tough one for me to get. Hive Live, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Let's just reset the board. And don't forget, speaking of board, you can always sign the digital board we've got on screen here. Mark your spot in history of this live stream. Exclamation mark sign. And then your message to sign today's board. Alright, we are back with another game. We are currently 18-19 after yesterday's win, which was a Stonewall versus Collie Zukertort. Now, I've never played against a Zukertort before, so that was an interesting game, but a very fun one as well. My opponent used a little bit too much time, which got him in trouble at the end, but let's get into today's game. Alright. Alright, we are going to go for a rapid game, 15 plus 10. And let me just connect the board. Alright, black to play, not black to move, black to play. We're going to go the Sicilian today. I don't know the Sicilian too well, so I guess it's a good reason to play it. Okay, so he goes for the Alapin. I didn't want to play against the Alapin because I don't know the Alapin. 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 I should learn the Alapin. So I know it can be very tricky. But I also know I still have to make moves. I could be running into a lot of trouble here straight away in the opening. By the way, guys, friendly reminder, please no spoils of the moves. Let's keep it fair for my opponents. And literally the reason why I don't play the Sicilian is because I don't want to run into the Alapin. And the Alapin are Antung, thank you for the follow, welcome to Team Wiggy. The reason why I don't want to go for the Alapin is, the Sicilian is because I don't want to play the Alapin, I want to play other things. But, yeah, here we are. Dylan, the reason why streamers call lower elo cheaters, lower player, the reason why streamers call people who are playing with a lower elo cheaters is because it's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. It's very unfortunate, and it's happened to me. And that's part of the reason why I won't play people under a certain level, people with new accounts, because, you know, some people are wired like that to think that that's an achievement. And it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because it takes away from the fun of other people. I would love to have inexperienced players, novice players come in and play. And I would love to give them some proper educational value and play a fun, friendly game with them. But unfortunately, the moment you let your guard down, people take advantage. And it sucks, but it is what it is. All right, I'll be back in a moment. The good thing about a moving board is you come back and you have to look at the position and try and figure out what they did last. Now, the last move was H3. And that's a bit of a talent when you're playing at tournament games, because you don't want to be asking your opponent what their last move was. You want to be able to get back to the board, recognize the position, and make the correct move. Yeah, some people target streamers just to get a reaction, and it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but they can do what they want. Brumantu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. It's a bit weird, but you know, it is what it is. But it's unfortunate because those people, they ruin the experience for everyone. They ruin the experience for everyone, and I won't have any time for it. It's unfortunate because I would like to play people on stream, but yeah, the ego involved in it is a bit frustrating. Deadshot, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiki. But yeah, like I said, my biggest hate for it is when it ruins the experience for others. Because like I said, I would do a whole stream playing 400 elos just to explain like what's going on and why what they did was not suitable. I would love to do that. Unfortunately, we can't have nice things in this world. Nine minutes, a little bit behind schedule. Move 12. Yeah, I used to play those tournaments where, you know, people would try to win as many games in 2 hours or whatever. A little bit of fun, but then you always see that first and second were always cheating, and it was annoying because one time I really tried, and I came third, and the guy who came second. Also, that's a mistake. That has to be a mistake. The guy who came second place was a very strong player. He also worked incredibly hard. And the guy who came first was a brand new account with 95% accuracy on every single game. And it's just unfair. And he gets banned, but we all keep the same we all keep the same placement, and that's not fair. So I'm trying to think, I'm up material, I'm up a piece. I'm trying to, my mouse is off. There we go. I'm trying to think if this is the move. Pawn takes, rook takes. I'm trying to think if that's the move, and I'm liking that move. I do need to be mindful of my stuff down here. So if I go here and he moves the queen, then I just win that for free. I could also take another pawn. That's looking like the move to me. 8 minutes. Knight takes d5 didn't work. Knight takes d5, runs into knight takes d5. You lose a pawn. You lose a pawn for the cost of a knight. This is a little bit stronger. He can't go here, here, or here. He could go here. So he does. Okay. I think just stack the pieces now is good. I'm bringing the queen here instead of here because I want to stack them, but also I like the rook defending the queen. DH Germany, I somewhat agree with you. I think throwing them in prison might be an overreaction, but I agree with you in the sense of if somebody's willing to cheat, what else are they willing to do? And that's the scary part, because I've known people who have cheated and I have seen them do some very... the stack is licensed to Hikaru. You know what? I'm friends with Hikaru's dad, so... I'm okay, mate. If he has a problem with me, no, it's yeah, I'm gonna continue using the stack. Okay, this actually allows me to initiate another trade, which is what I want. And if he's not careful, it will also land in a fork. So I'm happy to do this trade as well. I would like to complete the stack, but I think doing the trade first is going to be more beneficial to me. And I think looking at his response, he's probably just going to have to go back, and then I take, and then he takes. And that's fine too, because then I get a fork here. But I will probably just complete it. Let's go. Just doing quick blunder check. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing this. Double stack, triple, double track. I can't even say it. Double stack, triple stack. I should get my photo of me and Hikaru, Hikaru's dad, so that I can post it here every time somebody mentions Hikaru. I'm like, I've met his dad. 6 minutes. I do need to speed up a little bit, but I'm still doing fine for time. Let's just complete it. Now this queen is kind of annoying, so I'm actually going to try and trade it off by pushing my pawn. And then I can do this move next. They have to go up if they want to keep their queen in the game. But then I can bring my bishop to the center where he'll be a lot more powerful, and then I can put the queen behind it. Okay, so he goes here. Now I do need to be mindful of my rook as well, but yeah, I think it's okay. 5 minutes. Now kind of forcing the trade because I've got this move next. Okay, cool. I'll accept that. Will I accept that? Why is he taking so long? Just take it. This is the Chessnut move. Let me just pop my website on there. You can see all of the boards that I use on there, plus reviews and tutorials on how to use them to improve your game. Now I want to tuck my bishop on this square here. So ideas of going here, but then I could just simply go here straight away. And if he brings up, then I can go up here and here. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to do that. Steak, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because that's actually where I wanted to put my bishop. Now I've got the file open. I've got the bishop to go here, become a super pawn at the front of the pack, guarding all of these. Okay, now we've got a fork. So he has to trade or lose a pawn. So he trades. And now I can simply bring my bishop back and I'm all good. So now it's just a question of how do I do this cleanly? And I think getting my king involved is probably the best way to do it. Yeah. Let's get the king involved. Now, if he goes king here, I've actually got here, hitting these two, and then he needs to retreat, and then I can come back here, or I could just go back here straight away. Get that kind of action going as well. The king is going to defend the back of the pawns, so, sorry, the bishop is going to defend, so I've really got no issues here. And the best part about it, okay, so not anymore, but I was going to say the best part about it, if he went here, I would have had here, and even if he went here, I would still have here taking the pawn. So I'm just going to get my king involved. I still have to be careful here. I'm actually going to get the pawn involved. He takes, I take, and at any time he pushes, I just go here. So I still need to be careful because his pawns are closer to my side. If I lose this game, it will be a big learning experience. But what I actually had there was I actually had here, which I missed. I could have just gone here, and he couldn't even block because I could have taken. So, but that's okay. Yeah, I really wish I just took that free pawn instead of being fancy about it. But I do have here as well. Now this is interesting because he actually puts his king in a position where he needs to stay back to defend a pawn now. So I'm going to do that. And now he needs to stay back to defend this pawn because if he comes forward, I take. And each pawn that I can get is getting me one step closer to victory. Ooh. Let's get the king involved. Three minutes, so I do need to speed up a little bit. Now I am considering, heavily considering, the outside pawn making a run for it. How much does the board cost? 670 USD. I mean, must be good, right? Must be good. I'm still devastated I didn't take that free pawn because that would have made it a lot easier. But for the person who was wondering, You can always check out my website. I've done reviews and tutorials on all of these. They do have a sale on at the moment, 15% off. I will get you 17% off with code WIGGY. Can I push? Push, push, take. I think I can push, or I could take, or I could take. I think I need to push. Oh, just gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful. I think I take. I think I take. I'm losing this one. Right, why not sacrifice the bishop for a pawn? We'll have a look at that after, because I don't know where we're looking at that. Taking was a mistake. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. A lot of people are telling me I'm trash, but I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. And you all had the courage to doubt. Yeah, it's a lot of fun playing over the board. I much prefer playing over the board. I've only got 3 minutes left, but I think I'm all good here. See, if he ever pushes here, like this super pawn here is not going anywhere. So if he ever pushes, like, I can just take it. It's still defending. The only way that he would ever really stand a chance is if he could somehow get me to take here and then he takes here, but I can still take there. So I don't know why he's still here. Have I ever lost on time because of this board? No. I do play 15 plus 10 only, like pretty much exclusively. So, I do only play 15 plus 10 so that I have a bit of an increment. But if I ever find myself really low on time, I can just turn and use my mouse on the board and I can make the moves on the board. And then the board will catch up eventually. Look at the power of this super pawn. He's just holding everything in place. The king shouldering. I think I can just go king here next, or king here, and then push the pawn. That should be fine. So I've got an app in Chrome which connects to the board. And he gave me the, who's Super Warrior? Who's Super Warrior? That's a GG's right there. That was an interesting game. Are you Super Warrior Brastery? So we will analyze the game in a moment. We will analyze the game in a moment. We will analyze the game in a moment. I just want to talk about the game. I want to reflect. I want to reflect. I want to reflect. So, the Alpen. I have no idea what I'm doing in the Alpen. But I do feel that I got out of that opening nice and clean. And then he just made a tactical mistake in the middle. And then it was pretty much over from there. All of the pieces were easily traded off. And then it got to the end game. And people were saying I made mistakes in the end game. Jonty even said, why not? I think it was Jonty said, why not sacrifice the bishop for a pawn? I didn't feel the need to sacrifice the bishop for the pawn. And I felt like I was in control that entire game, except for the opening. So let's have a look at the opening. Let's have a look at the whole game, actually. So I know there are some tricks in the Alpen. I just don't know what they are. And I just decided just to go for a bit of a modest setup. Take. He gets the center. And I'm used to people getting the center. So this is always a worry. But I don't see anything to be worried about. But the only major concern I have is tricks like that. Now the knight covers the bishop, so I'm okay there. He castles, I castle. And now we're just comfortable. We're just comfortable. But looking at this, he does have this move here. I didn't see this in the game. But this move here could have been a bit troubling. Fortunately, I played here anyway, so I guess that was just lucky. Oh, you were being ironic. Okay. You were being ironic. Ironic. Oh, Jonty. You were being ironic. Yeah, fair enough. I understand that. Okay, so there are ideas of this move if he ever pushes forward. And he played here. Now, I did see some ideas here, and in the game I played forward to block this square, but I was also considering playing queen here, but I was afraid of this move. Now, I did have a look at some lines in here, where I played this move. I did have a look at some lines where they push, and I take, and they take, and then I take, and then rook takes, and then I get the check, and then I get here. So that's why I kind of felt comfortable doing the pawn move. Take. Yeah. So he goes here. And then I go here. This is just an instant blunder because the rook is on the file. And I think the rook on the file is probably the move, which is not the move that people are used to. Probably used to something else. And that's where I just got the free pieces. Now somebody said, why don't you take knight d5? Well, knight d5 doesn't work because they can actually go here. And suddenly you've given back the piece for a pawn. You're still winning, but it's not enough. Here was my move. They take, so they damage their pawns. And then I take. Getting more control of the file. They go down here, probably the best move, but it's a bit weird. And yeah, then this move here was a bit strange too. Happy to trade off as many pieces as I can. And then, yep, planning to go up here. And now getting some tactical ideas in here. If he, well, in the game he went here, but if he went back, for example, I actually had this move. And that felt good. That felt very good. I don't see any problems here. So trading kind of felt a little bit off. It kind of felt like, oh, thank you, me. I wish I liked my playstyle as much as well. This move here felt a little bit off. Trading the queens felt like it might have made it a little bit more difficult. Yes, it is winning and I feel comfortable. And I think if I went up against Stockfish at the highest level, I should be able to hold this game. Bring him back. And then fork. I mean, yeah, he kind of had to give up the rook. Like, he's lost here. I would have probably resigned this game. Now here. Oh. Why did I think I had this move? Why did I think maybe it was a little bit later? Okay, I thought I had a move here. Maybe I misread the position. Surely I misread the position. So for some reason I was thinking I had this move here. Maybe I had this move here, but then they go up. Okay, well in that case, I don't think I've made any significant mistakes yet. And now we lock in the super pawn. He protects the pawns, they protect him. Nothing is moving on this side of the board ever again. Now somebody said taking is a mistake. And this just does not look that fun. Super pawn will still do his job. But this doesn't look that fun. This doesn't look fun at all. Still winning, has to be winning. So, pushing forward is winning, but I think taking is also winning. Taking is also winning. And then the super pawn gets into action. Blocking off here. And then yeah, he pushes, take with check, and then take. I don't know why he kept playing for those last few moves. Hats off to him. Game review, what do we reckon? What do we reckon the percentages are? What do we reckon? Thank you, Bracery. 91 to, I want to be harsh here. I want to say like 68 or something like that. I want to say like 68 would be 68, 75, somewhere around there for him, because giving up that piece in the middle was a bit questionable, and then the moves he made after that just didn't really like, you know, bringing the rook down, putting the queen in the corner. I think moves like that didn't really Didn't really help. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Demetrius, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. $93 to $87. All right, all right. No brilliance. One blunder from White. 2100, 2400 game rating. Middle game, no end game apparently. Oh, okay, that move was a good move, apparently. I don't think Morphe would. I don't think he would care at all. Oh, message deleted by moderator. What's that? Wow, why was that deleted? You basically did no mistake. I don't know why your message got deleted there. Yeah, just a few inaccuracies in the opening. You know what, I don't think players from the past would care about accuracy, and I don't think players today, proper players, would care about accuracy. If they understand the logic behind the moves, that's all they care about. So this move here, what was the best move here? Okay. And what was the best move here? Okay, okay. See, I don't care so much about those being inaccurate because I have reason behind it. What I don't always understand is why this is a great move. Now, in this game, I wanted to get rid of the bishop, but I think a lot of confusion, especially when I started playing the perk, was simply that why are you giving up a bishop for a knight? But now I feel like that knight was so powerful there. Okay, so the best move was here. That feels so wrong because he just pushes. And then you go here and then the queen moves and then you go, okay. So here, oh, wait. So here is a mistake. Okay, so why is this move good? Explain it to me. Fair enough. Interesting idea. Yeah, okay. The pawn break felt weird because I was leaving a backwards pawn. That felt weird. Especially with the rook on the file. It's a blunder. Yeah, because same tactic here. Then he blundered anyway. I find that hard to agree that that's a better move. I'm always going to play this move. Jaunty there for ego boosting. That's all this does. The game ratings and the the accuracy is good to know because it's an indicator of like where you went wrong. But you know, that's why I try to do my own self-analysis before the game and see if I can find before the review. And then now I'm just using the engine just to point out if there were any better moves, so I can kind of have a look at them and understand them. So this was the best move. Let's have a look at here. That's a good move. It's a good move, but it's not the best move. I mean, the jump here is -4 if I go here. Yeah, and it's just winning from there. I mean, it's winning the moment he gave up the pawn, the bishop. Let's have a look. I have a feeling that's his highest rating, if that's his typical game. Yeah. So he came in about a year ago. He's been fairly consistent around 1800. 1846 is his peak. Yeah, if he's making mistakes like that, that was a very interesting one. But at least I played the opening right. Yeah, trading rooks is so much easier. Getting a free pawn if he doesn't want to trade is easy as well. What do we got here? So Jaunty, put in your request for tomorrow's, not tomorrow's opening because I won't be streaming tomorrow. Put in your request for the weekend. What's the weekend opening for white? We need requests so that I can at least have a look at the main line, just so I kind of have a little understanding of what I'm doing because I'm playing 1800. They're no joke. I'd like to go on with a little bit of is it helping me improve? I believe so. I believe the tactics and the self-analysis are definitely helping me improve. Ideally, what I would like to do is sit down and type out all of my thoughts, but that takes a long time, and explore the opening. I think I've been improving. I think I've been playing very well. I've had a few rough games in the last couple of days. But I think my mindset is, this is probably going to near the end of the stream because if I keep going, I'm going to go past 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I've got some other stuff I need to do. So win. We had a draw, we had 4 losses. But before that we had 9 wins. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. Wait, hold on, what's that? What's happening? What is that? What is that?
Are you low rated? Always blundering the opening? Have no friends?
Yeah. Wait, what? Hi, I'm Wiggy, owner, operator, and founder of the Discord community, Team Wiggy. And I'm here to tell you, when it comes to chess improvement, you don't need to be stuck with what you got. Looking good, mate. Here at Team Wiggy, we understand that low rating simply means you have no idea what's going on. And it's only on you if you don't hate yourself enough to do something about it. At Team Wiggy, we have a specialized fan-led community to help you reach your goals. But why take my word for it? Well, I'm not only the founder of Team Wiggy, I'm also a client. Here's a picture of me, 800 points lower, before I knew I hated myself. So why don't you come along and join Team Wiggy? We've got game reviews, analysis, live streams, and much more. Because here at Team Liggy, we're better than you, and we know it. Alright, so on the weekend we will be looking at either playing the Roy Lopez or the Open Sicilian. So I will have a look at the Open Sicilian on over tomorrow night, just to get an idea for it. Because honestly, between you and me, I don't even know which one is the Open Sicilian. So I don't know if it's knight f3 or knight c3. So I'll need to look into that to find out which one it is. No, I think Open Sicilian or Roy Lopez, because I can play those both as black and white. Roy Lopez I'm actually pretty comfortable with, believe it or not. It's the Sicilian which I need to have a bit of a look at. So I might make that a bit of my study tomorrow, is just sort of learning the main lines of the Open Sicilian. And then hopefully, we can find something good. But speaking of good, I just got a very good email, which I need to go and look into. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to sign the board. I'll leave it up for another moment or two. A little bit of fun there. Guys, I want to hear your ideas of how to make the stream better. Feel free to reach out to me on the Discord or leave a comment in any of my YouTube videos. As long as you don't reply to somebody else, I normally see them. Well, I do see them. But if you reply to somebody else, I won't see them. So just keep that in mind. Guys, for those of you who do want to play, feel free to add me on chess.com as well. I will be streaming 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Monday to Friday, plus weekends. So every day, except for tomorrow, because I have a meeting to go to tomorrow. Get that fresh looking haircut going. Maybe trim the beard. What do you reckon, guys? Shave the head, lose the beard? Who knows? We'll find out on Saturday. The Scotch I could look at, but I really enjoy playing Roy Lopez games. Really do. So that's it for me today. Guys, thank you very much for joining in, and I will see you all next time.